The US and its European allies on Friday announced new sanctions on Russian President Vladimir Putin, in a rare move targeting a foreign leader's personal wealth. But the impact of those sanctions may be largely symbolic. Although Mr. Putin is believed to hold billions of dollars in personal wealth, little is known about the exact amount or where it might be. Hello, and welcome back to the Luxury Lifestyle channel. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on bell notifications, just so you'll never miss any of our future fascinating videos. Now let's get into it. Mr. Putin has left almost no paper trail for his assets, mostly property, which are hidden behind complex financial schemes organized by his confidants, according to a 2016 Panama Papers report by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. Among the luxuries that have been linked to Mr. Putin's friends and family, but never directly to him, are a $100 million mega yacht and a Black Sea palace allegedly built for Mr. Putin's personal use. On paper, the Russian leader looks like a humble bureaucrat. In 2018, Mr. Putin submitted an official income declaration that shows he owns a 800-square-foot apartment in St. Petersburg, along with 2 Soviet-era cars and an off-road truck. The Kremlin says his annual income is about $140,000, not an immodest figure in Russia, though hardly one that could keep Mr. Putin sporting his rotation of luxury watches. Putin's visible watch collection is worth multiples of his official salary, Bill Browder, an investor in Russia who became a fierce critic of Putin, told CNN in 2018. The wealth came as a result of extortion and massive theft from state funds. Browder testified before the U.S. Senate in 2017 that he estimates the Russian leader's wealth to hover around $200 billion in assets, which would make him among the wealthiest people on the planet. One theory of Mr. Putin's wealth suggests that he has strong-armed Russia's oligarchs, threatening them with arrest or worse, unless they fork over cash or stakes in their companies to him. Still, tracking his wealth has proven next to impossible. Forbes magazine, which counts sleuthing the personal fortunes of the world's elite as part of its core mission, said figuring out Mr. Putin's net worth is probably the most elusive riddle in wealth hunting. But just because the general public doesn't have a good sense of where Putin's assets are hiding, we can assume that US and EU intelligence agencies and law enforcement agencies have been tracking his assets for years, said Ross S. Delston, an anti-money laundering expert. With assets totaling up to $200 billion, while that is a ridiculous amount of money for anyone to have, this figure may not be so far-fetched for Putin. And here's why. Putin is often seen sporting high-end luxury watches that are retailed for multiple times his supposed annual income. He's been pictured wearing Patek Philippe's perpetual calendar, which is worth $60,000, and allegedly owns a $500,000 A. Lange & Son turbograph as well as other fancy designs. Putin is rumored to be the owner of a beautiful 190,000-square-foot mansion sitting atop a cliff that overlooks the Black Sea. This coastal property is reputed as the largest private residence in the country and serves as his private palace, endearingly called Putin's country cottage. The estate is Putin's playland, boasting frescoed ceilings, a marble swimming pool lined with the statues of Greek gods, a 27,000-square-foot guest house, spas with traditional hammams, a musical parlor, dressing rooms for all his staff, an amphitheater, a state-of-the-art ice hockey rink, a Vegas-style casino, a nightclub equipped with stripper poles, a bar room showcasing more than $100,000 of wine and spirits, an underground tasting room overlooking the water, and much more. Most of the mansion is reportedly decorated by an exclusive luxury Italian brand called Caterio Atena, including Louis XIV-style sofas, $500,000 in dining room furniture, and a $54,000 bar table. It even has decked-out bathrooms with fancy $850 Italian toilet brushes and $1,250 toilet paper holders. On top of all the extravagant furnishings, an annual $2 million is spent just to maintain the property's landscaping by a 40-person staff. Apart from that Black Sea mansion and 19 other houses and 700 cars, Putin supposedly has a collection of 58 aircraft and helicopters, including a $716 million plane called the Flying Kremlin, that has a toilet made of gold. Not surprising, considering his taste for grandiose neoclassical architecture. And to keep his options open by land, air, or sea, we did mention he has a $100 million mega yacht designed by a nuclear submarine maker from the Russian Navy. But that's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and leave a comment down below. We'll see you next time.